fashion designer Kate Hodgdon.
I learned to sew on a treadle sewing machine when I was really young. And then my aunt opened a boutique, probably when I was in 4th grade, and then she took me to all of the buying shows for the store. I had the background of knowing how to sew pretty young, and then seeing that side of the business, going to all of these trade shows, picking out stuff for her store, apparel and things, and I think those two things set me down the way of being in the apparel industry. And I went to Lasell and I studied fashion design and production.
Mm-hmm. So then you went on to work for LL Bean. Were you prepared for the position?
Yeah, so after college, I was working for a small designer in Portland, and I landed an internship with LL Bean, which at the time was the most exciting thing. I did feel prepared because the work was very entry level. And then I think LL Bean did a really good job of building up. So every time I got more responsibility, I felt like I was ready for the next step.
Mm-hmm.
I was working for this initiative they had launched to get the younger consumer. So I had the opportunity to work on slightly more fashion-forward product, but also I got to work on, I designed footwear, I designed bags, I designed outerwear, I got to do head to toe. And typically, designers will do denim, and that's all they do, it's just jeans. Or outerwear, and that's all they do. Or woven tops, and that's all they do. So you spend a lot of time fitting the garments. You know, some garments you have 3 different fit sessions, which is a lot. Hopefully, ideally, you get a garment approved in 2 fit sessions, but sometimes 3. You spend a lot of time working with the vendor, communicating with them about a variety of issues, whether it be where the zipper's being sourced from, or passing testing, or challenges with the print. I have designed a lot of different things in my career, so I feel like that's the easy part. What I love is more the sourcing side, where's the apparel being made versus where the fabric comes from, what does the costing of sourcing from different countries look like? Mm-hmm. That's what I find to be really interesting. I feel like my time there really set me up for success.
At LL Bean, you did outdoors apparel, or is that how it fits into your current position now?
Yeah, I think so. In all of my careers, it's been within the outdoor industry. So the outdoor industry, as compared to the fashion industry, has much more awareness and concentration on things like durability, things like waterproof, down. So now I design a very technical product, fire-resistant clothing.
Oh, cool.
And that is for people working in oil and gas. I've never worked in oil and gas, so I think as a designer, the biggest challenge you could ever have is designing for someone doing something that you can't relate to, because it's really easy to make it personal. You know, I like this, I like that. But in reality, you're not designing for yourself, you're designing for the consumer. And so that's been a challenge for me in my current position, is removing all of my opinions I may have formed previously and really thinking about the end use.